you could 8 courts in one hall base, you can go to 20.
Feel secure. Do you guys deliver wine too? I mean, gee, that's awesome.
In any world where you get University of Hawaii facilities, is that even any reason to? Like, is there any?
18's?
Okay. I'm saying, would there be
Not
a
bad.
draw?
You guys actually look pretty good. Oh yeah, Lauren. All right, I'm gonna do a little intro. What's up, guys? I'm Jason DeBeas. We are at the Hawaiian Convention Center. This is Honolulu, Hawaii, and this is the men's finals, semifinals, finals. Oh my goodness, Center Court bringing your attention, bringing some of the most talented teams on the island of Hawaii, on all of the islands of Hawaii. Glad to have you with us. We're going to start soon.
It was the year before Kathy Gregory retired, so I was with her for 1 year. And then she retired the next year. Yeah, I was gonna do.
So this is a half podcast.
Still on the wall. McLaughlin was coaching when I was there, and I was gonna do beta volley for him
because it's a single camera set, right? So if I wanted to do a broadcast, I could use this. You know, I got the camera set up to that. But oh my God, thank you. Yes, you're the man. Well, you're a woman, but you know what I mean.
Never get into a gunfight in the basement.
Just the one. You had one job. Just the one.
Glorious Master and Brad Pitt. You never get into a gunfight in the basement.
No. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember that. Jeez.
Anyway, so they have like either 4 or 6 of them.
How's everybody doing? Everybody recover? Everybody's happy? Yes. What's your names, by the way? Brendan and Nice to meet you guys. How old are you guys? 17. You going to know where you're going to school yet, or at this point? Yeah. Neither did I. I actually played in Johnstown, Germany before I even went to school. I played outside hitter there. And I went to Hunter College in New York for like 1 semester, like a cup of coffee, and then transferred to Manhattan. There's a bit of right near the team in Hunter. I got lucky. I just didn't finish there. Got good, you know. But this, you know, I played adult nationals with Barmeso. They won the men's open in 2004 and I played for Poland in 1996. We won also all Polish team. So Barmeso was all Dominican. Not tall, but the skill set was tight. And the Polish team were just whatever's in the drinking water, man. Right. So what position? Center. Yeah, when I played in Germany, I was an OH, but this coach told me
I would imagine, yeah. Come down, it's like anything big that happens is like it's going to be noticed, and they're going to want to say.
Well, I like how everyone's sitting in the same direction, right, towards us. All right, guys, check it out. Hey, gents. Oh, hey guys, I need 2 bodyguards right here. Protect the equipment. Thank you. My man. It's like Mike over there.
So that's still a UH facility.
No, it's totally separate.
You know Micah, right? Yeah.
It's like a community.
By the way, I love what they're doing for Out of System. Aren't they just insanely good? And I don't know if you guys watch podcasts. I actually engage.
Okay. It's like
2 hours and 18 minutes.
I tell you, those small arenas are in crap.
I do. I can just write it in for you. The cool thing is, once you get one person's social media,
Right. So you have that. All of that. So put it this way, our conversations will be way out 5 years from now. Oh my God. They're talking about I'm sorry.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
You'd be able to say like,
Oh my God, you guys rock.
so
Let's
basically
go.
you fly into Maui, for example, play around, then fly down here for finals.
Yes, 60 minutes an hour. Yes. Testing my sound. Looking good. Sounding good. This camera got rocked. But that's okay. That's what happens to cameras. Actually, I think I want to zoom in on some of these rock star shots. Let's go to camera 1.
He's out there taking some shots.
Here we go. Kahi and Kaimana.
So there is a lot of things to go through.
23 is the setter.
Stage for what now? There's no big professional sports happening.
Yeah, nice try.
Right, yeah. Okay. But if it's not like the high tourist time, then you got all the hotels already in place. You got all the facilities to house people. So it's like, it's just yeah. Okay, yeah. Like for us, like all our, I'm sure Phil told you, I mean, like we're all here a week. So told the coaches, come here, do this. I like it. It's kind of cool doing the opening, closing services. Tomorrow's blocked off for whatever we got going on with you guys. And then Monday, I'm taking the coaches up to North Shore, I think. Do some surfing, some snorkeling up there. And then, I'm like, so making an experience. Like you said, like now it's
All right, we're here.
I don't know.
Let's get the true back shot. NY Varsity Sports, I'm Jason DeBeas. Thank you for having me in your lives. Thank you for having me in your living rooms, because right now I'm in Honolulu, Hawaii. Right now I'm at the Hawaiian Convention Center. Right now we are witnessing a men's final between Kaimana and Ku'ikahi. I'm going to say that until I get it right. Now, I've been calling pretty much all of the girls' matches today, so this is the first and only boys' match. But it's very, very convenient that this is the finals. You guys are going to have to bear with me on some of the pronunciations of the last names, and tell you what. And in return, you guys take a trip to New York, and I'll help you with all the Italian names and Polish names and Korean names.
There's no light area up there as far as like going in the waves or managed.
No, there is.
But if there is it just overloaded?
There's difference between snorkeling and surfing. Waimea Bay during the summer.
Yeah.
Go jump on the water. Winter, those waves are closing out 50 feet.
So that's where all the big events are happening.
Waimea is one of the big events. But North Shore, you're talking about pipeline. Those waves are closing out even during the summer when it's down 15 feet. Now that's Hawaiian 15, that's 30.
Hanakahi. Setter Hanakahi for Kaimana. Seems like it. Setter for Ku'ikahi. It's number 23. That's Malu Wilcox. Wilcox sounds like a familiar last name. It's another Hawaiian by the name of Ryan. Played for Santa Barbara. He was a gaucho. He's now playing in the AVP scene, I believe, with Theo Brunner. All right. Kihukahi, Kaimana, here we go. Pretty good. That pass is shot, gets blocked. Going to the opposite position. Another dig. Outside, that's number 6, Torin. Doug. Who's going to blink on his first point? Back set again. That ball is out of bounds. No touch. First point for Kuhikahi. Thank you for joining me, Jason DeBeas. Sorry, let's fix that score. Back set gets dug. They go back outside. No, this time they go back set. Another block. Very long rallies, unusually long rallies for a men's match. And at some point, someone's going to have to score this one. And that time it was in. A whole bunch of, ooh, wow, they called out of bounds on that one. Interesting. First 2 points for Kuhikai. Number 8 to serve, Edward Tanaka. Edward goes position 5. Pretty good pass. Outside set, snuck it through. Sometimes you're watching your zone and not the ball. That's what happens. And Kaimana's on the board. Kekioliohu to serve. Hanakahi, jump serve. Pretty good serve to space between position 6 and 5. There's a turn down the line, gets dug, and a lot of lefties in the house. That ball's never over. Kulei Schumann to serve. Right now, Kaimana in row 2. There's a back set and tip, joust. Back to the opposite 11. Does he love the line or what? Gets dug again twice though. And was there a touch? No, just a simple left balloon out of bounds, and the score is a quick 4-1 as Schumann gets another serve behind the service line. Okay, serve, and that ball is in. And number 7, Kazuma Ishikawa, clinging to hope on that, and hope is a 4-letter word as timeout is called. Coming out of the block with a fast-paced action. His team, Kuhikahi. See if I could do a little zoom in on the timeout. Do we have another camera shot of that, I wonder? All right, there we go. Frenchie talking to his team.
I just got it yesterday because my kids had events back home.
Job keeping the mood light. Just saying, hey, just another game of volleyball, and sometimes that's how the ball bounces as we come back. Right. Sorry, I had to turn off some of the sound. A lot of conversation behind me. Schumann gets to serve again. This time he goes to zone 6, and there's the pass. You're looking for a back 1. Doug. Transition. Outside. Torin. Not yet. Tight set and net violation. And the referee swallowed his whistle on that one. Middle shot, sneaks it in. That's number 14, Brett Murata. No, excuse me. Sorry, the other number 14, Nicola Ruiz. And on a quick 6-1 lead before you can blink, Team Kuhikahi, the 18's red, taking charge. The head coach, Austin Zavala, Austin Zavala. Assistant coaches Samuel Lee and Seraphin David. Pretty good pass. A little bit shooty for my taste, but I guess as far as teams knowing each other is concerned, looked like a perfect pass to them, and much needed side out to double their score. Kaimana back in the driver's seat. Number 99 for Kaimana to serve. That's Rhodes Pruitt. Rhodes taking his sweet time on this. You're allowed 8 seconds. There's a toss. Nice hold on the platform, not the best location in the world. And
So I was talking.
ball's dug, looking to get to three. No, blocked. They go back to 77. Kaimana Phillips back set, and wow, just an absolute wall by Team Kuhikahi. Just patrolling at the net, number 14, Nicola Ruiz. And let's not forget number 6, Torin Ferreira. Karch. There's the first name at the service line, Karch Chotapua. Never mind Chotapua. That is a family name, and that is a beautiful name, but the kid's name is Karch. Let's go. Tyler Thornton to serve. Tyler goes cross court, and there's an ace. Looked like he took something off of that and planting a little bit too early on that serve receive. Was the libero, number 7, Camden. They're in row 1, and they're all stacked left. Usually when you see the setter behind the libero, as there's a free ball situation, looking to get to 5. Got it. 77, still continuing to swing. That's Kaimana Phillips. And that is the life of an outside hitter. Outside hitters get blocked, but you got to keep swinging. That is the life of a gangster, AKA outside hitter. Woo! And as Bob Uecker would say, just a bit outside. The lead is now 3. Jordan Fajeda will serve. Set out of the middle, Doug. And there's a net violation, and he knows guilty as charged. Again, is number 14, Nicola is, and back to serve, number 77, Kaimana Phillips. Served his own 1, pretty good serve actually, and man, easy as pie on that. Good grief, Edward Tanaka treating the outside line like child's play. Take care of the score for you guys. All the parents yelling at home. If you're watching this live stream, don't forget to smash that like button. Helps with the algorithm. Don't forget to share, because we got more matches today. Even though the men's finals are happening, the girls are far from done. And that ball's down, and inside set, typical fashion. That's what happens sometimes when the ball is set tight.
Yeah, just to make sure you get it taken, because it's pretty, we got to watch our numbers there, so just make sure it's
Substitution coming in. That's Jonah Guerrero for Team Kaimana. Kaimana 18's black. I will fix the heading on the first time out, and pretty good location on that middle. Wow. Cross court and little double axe handle and sneaking it through. What a rock star move. What a rock star move. And he deserves to wear 23. Malu Wilcox. You wear 23, it better be for a reason. And he's definitely performing like it. Jump serve into the net, make 7, and sometimes you get a good play, you get good momentum. The next serve's got to go in. They're in row 1 right now. And this time you got the OH in front of the setter on this row 1, and that ball way out of bounds. That's just a lack of focus. Sometimes when you're serving immediately after the whistle, it's a little bit rushed, and it doesn't hurt to have a pre-serve ritual, something that you do every time that gets to your point of contact from the whistle. And again, demonstrating exactly what I was talking about was number 8, Edward Tanaka. That other number 8, Kekiliahu, with a good serve. And wow, great touch block by 99. Wow, over the top on that rotation defense. Pretty good pass. There's a back set. Not the best set selection in the world, but relying on the talent of his oppo. That was a classic case of set deception versus location, and the net result, par for the course, is the same for team Kuhakahi. Back set. That's a beautiful one, and the chicken wing dig, extra crispy, goes a little bit wide on that chicken wing, and side out for Kaimana. 18's black. Rhodes Pruitt to serve. That's number 99. Nice. It's got a big, moderate to high toss. Taking something off of that. Okay pass and outside set, and that is into the tape. Very, very interested. And I think it's 10-12. Scoreboard hasn't changed, and I believe it's yep, that's 10-12. Double checking that for everybody. Pruitt back to serve again. Will he go back to Tanaka? Yes, he does. Tanaka, a little bit of a J-hook on that pass, if you will. There's 11 going long. Oh, there was a touch. He gets the Yahoos. That's Caden Kakoa. Karch Cho Tapua.
I was talking to a mom earlier about like.
Wow, there's 2 serve attempts, 2 service errors for someone whose first name is Karch. I was just saying, as Jason Olive is about to join me, the score is 11-20. Sorry, 11-13. Tyler Thornton to serve. Tyler goes cross court on that serve. Another shank. The Shankalopoulos is back as that ball goes high line. Pretty good swing by Torin. I've been saying Torden Ferreira as if he's Brazilian, but he might not be, so I'll just say Ferreira. Torin right now at the service line. Expect number 77 to get that pass. No, they go to position 6. Outside pass. Wow. Good wrist integrity, and I'm going to double check the score as I am joined by my counterpart, Jason Olive.
I was at the other end of the gym and heard the action. It is on fire here at main court.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, definitely. Hey, I'm here until tomorrow. When are you leaving?
Oh, not for another week.
Okay, good. Yeah. Outside set, and wow, nice high jump and an even better block. That might have been a double contact on the coverage. There might be a discussion after this one, but here we go. We're playing on. Free ball attack. Kaimana on the attack. Going on the outside. There's the lefty, number 8. Kakili. Oh. Hanakahi.
Hanakai's been a real catalyst for his team all throughout the tournament. Real emotional player, passionate player. Cost them game 1 of the semifinals. Got called on a red card, point game.
Oh, red card. Ooh. Putting off the top of the tape. It's Tanaka. Transition.
Great, fiery young player. He's got to settle down.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that when the volley's over. There's the turn away on that one. Transition, looking for 15. Got it. What time is it? Tool time. As number 8, Edward Tanaka. But we were just talking about sometimes fiery players work for you because, right, you need to keep your team galvanized and magnetized, but that enthusiasm can work against you.
100%. Let's see if they can get the ball to Chung here.
They're going outside, back to him, and wow, just a great turn, huh?
Really?
The scouting report on him is if he hurts you with his left, go down.
I like the middle. I like the middle at Kaimana as well. Chiang and 99, Pruitt. Pruitt gets up a lot bigger than you would think. He gets up really well in the middle. Chiang is long. They're getting a lot of touches off
Pruitt's
the block.
number 99
a lot
for
of
everybody
offense.
wondering. That's number 99, Rhodes Pruitt.
Yeah, Rhodes Pruitt. He gets up a lot bigger than you would think.
All right, we're waiting for the super sub. Is maybe our other camera can show us. Perfect angle. There it is. Coming in the game.
Kuikai setter Malu Wilcox has been fun to watch all tournament. Very savvy setter. Great hands, great IQ.
Joe Nagaro at the service line. Wow, taking a whole lot of real estate on that was number 6. And they go back to Tanaka. Net ball goes into the tape, and just like that, Kamina's up by 1 point. My crew in the back said the pronunciation is Kaimana. Thanks for the guys in the back. Now we got 16 up.
We need our mom back. Where is she?
I know.
She was great for us, helping us.
Guys, don't forget to smash that like button if you're watching live. Also, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm definitely going to need some corrections on these pronunciations. Let's show a little support. This is half podcast, half broadcast. That's why we got the one camera set.
Great pass.
Hey, how do you like that push one, coach?
There's Pruitt in the middle. It's tough.
That's number 99, guys, for Kaimana. That's Rhodes Pruitt. It's been a little bit of a catalyst at the service line as well as the push one. I do like that push one moving the middle away from the middle.
Yeah, little float.
So we got Kikili Ohu, Hanakahi.
Really big semifinal match for Kaimana. I'm interested to see how they come out here in game 1.
Jesse to serve. This one they go zone 1, and once again you and I had a conversation about a rush serves. You know, no kind of ritual that gets you from the whistle to the point of contact that leads to careless mistakes, particularly in the net that drives coaches nuts.
Float serve, that's tough to have.
Oh, there's the one-arm bandit on the pass and heavy swing. Free ball opportunity. Kaimana on the attack. Looking for 18. Wow, taken by the setter. Back set and looking for the use.
Hanakai.
Wow. That's Torin Fajeda, who's been pretty automatic on the high cross. That time he tried his luck with high line and elevator up on that one.
No dice.
Sounds so familiar. There's a back set, and that's a nice set. Oh, there's a bit of a chuck on the third hit, and referee just letting all go. And hey, number 23, where they're wearing that number is Malu Wilcox. He's been dynamic on defense, bringing some balls back. What I would like to see him do a little bit better is not sacrifice accuracy for the sake of deception. Another conversation, a longer one that we can all have, and they got to make up their mind. Are they playing base? Are they playing rotation on that defense?
Phillips, nice court vision there. Beautiful execution on the shot. Saw the open space and hit it.
And again, they got to make up their mind. It's the shift. If you're going to shift. If that's not, I mean, those are points you need in these games decided by 2.
Little confusion on Kuikai's part.
And there he goes, Pruitt behind the service line. Oh, what great location with the middles. Free ball opportunity. Looking to tie the game. Not yet. Dynamic plays. Outside swing. Blocked. Who's going to blink? Oh, wow. He got the tip. That got dug in. Fajeda out of bounds. Cross court. Tried to use as much court as he could, Jay.
There. Yeah, Ferreira just kind of missed it off the top there.
And I think Kaimana dodged the bullet there. A lot of tips, and you got that open line. Save the tips for the waiters. You got to go. You know, timeout is called. Second timeout.
Yeah, Kaimana defended the quick there really pretty well. A couple nice pickups on defense led to a point for them.
Yeah, very dynamic volleyball, action-packed. Oh my God, we got a little gift. And
Hi, Uncle Jay. I'm Amir from KIA. We've been calling you out.
Oh, hey, hey, how are you? Hopefully I answered.
oh, put it on this big head of mine.
Yep. It's gonna fit.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Let's go.
Oh, thank you so mahalo. Thank you so
much for
much.
all that you did to put it together. You did a great
Our
time.
pleasure. Very good.
Thank you.
Look at that
Mahalo.
camera, Jay. Look at
Thank
that.
you.
Mahalo for your
Oh,
support. That's what that says.
so
Let's go, people. Oh, it's food. Are you kidding? Didn't know it was food.
what's better than LA? LA, you
I
can
know.
eat.
Both Jason's here, no strangers to eating. We love us some
Nice
food.
jump serve.
Yeah, great jump serve and going back, and that's number 11 again. Caden Kikoa. Outside hit Fajeda. Chicken or the egg? Did that go over or not? I guess it did. I guess the ref said there's a touch. And a much needed side out by Team Ku Ikahi. Gonna take my time with that. God, the Hawaiians are loving me right now. They love to see me struggle because they know I care. I'm trying.
It's all about vibe, and you got it, buddy. You'll
Yeah.
figure the rest out.
Yeah, the rest takes care of itself. And there's the back
Great
set.
by Wilcox. Hitter is
It
not
is.
ready.
Back set for back set. That ball just goes down the line and sails out of bounds. And I really thought that was
Kuikai
20
got
up.
bailed out there. Beautiful set by Wilcox. Threw off his own hitter. Wasn't ready.
Scores
They were
table.
lucky to get out of that.
Okay, I guess it is 21-19. I thought it was 21-20, but they're following the book, so am I. There's the ball down the line, and he knew he had to touch it. And
Yeah, I think that ball was in as well.
yeah, and I have a saying, sometimes if you're not sure it's out, once you go all the way, because you'll make more mistakes through indecision. Like
they say in the song, no half stepping, brother.
that's right. Oh, Big Daddy Kane. That's a Brooklyn flashback.
There you go.
Oh, dangerously close to a football. Outside set.
Great
Da-da-da.
set.
You'll see it. We've seen a lot of that outside 4 to position 6. Something that I frown at a lot. It's like one of the least, unless you get
Well,
the
they're
split.
going kind of 6-1 because, with the boys, they start bringing the heat into that angle. What's happening is the digger's kind of moving into that angle, that kind of shallow angle, trying to suck up in there, which leaves that kind of 1-ish 6 open because you got the line digger down the line and taking the 1. So that 1-6 seam starts to look really good.
Right.
Or also when you're taking the ball into that 1-6, you're not challenging the middle blocker usually as much. And both of these teams have talented middle blockers. So a lot of that, again, going back to that idea of visualization, a lot of that looks good to an OH.
Right. I think we also might be speaking in terms of in-system volleyball, like out of system, that 6 is not available. That you got a double block, a triple block, and we went through the scenario of all of the worst case scenarios, right? It hits the tape, gets blocked, goes into 6 or goes long. So, but I think you're right in terms of like dynamic in-system plays. It's the huge donut, right?
Yeah, and if that middle back is shifting over, to start out a match, high level hitters they'll test a defense. In other words, you might hit a ball that maybe it's not really where you would go if you were just looking to score, but if I can score and also find something out about your defense, just send a little scout ball out there on my first couple attacks to see how you're defending me. Then I'll make the switches, and what both of these teams are tending to do is shifting that middle back into the heavy angle, which is leaving that 6-1 seam open. And also, I'm not challenging the strong liberos on these teams.
Right.
Nice pass there.
It's connected to airplay.
Good
Got
swing off the top of the block.
Sorry, we're back. Oh, good coverage tip. Libero's there when the setter wasn't. And man, did they need that in a big way. And good heads up play by the libero that saw the setter was on his way to the DJ booth.
Yeah, and that's something we were talking about after the matches yesterday, JD. There's a difference between a hitter and an attacker, and we saw it there. There was a nice, laid up a softball to recycle it purposefully. That was very smart on Kuikai's part. Another nice swing out of the middle. That's Chung. The more they get the ball to him, the better it is for Kaimana.
Which leads us to set point opportunity number 1. And yeah, constant pressure at the service line, I think, is the key. So one thing that's not been talked about by either one of us is that we're going to give its due attention, right?
Yeah.
You look at the constant pressure on the jump serve, sooner or later you get these out-of-system results, right?
100%. I would say Kaimana has a little stronger middles, but with Wilcox setting, he's so strong, you need to try to get him out of system.
Right. Kazuma with the jump floater, handled okay. And that's the set, but man, did he get stuffed. And that is the end of the first set. A little early for Thanksgiving, for that Thanksgiving stuffing for that turkey, right?
Well, Chung, you're going to have to push the ball a little farther to get it away from him. I would not run right at Chung. I would not do that. Also, run some threes, run some backsides, run away from him. It's a big, long block.
But yeah, and I was just going to say, we also on the other end have to compliment the blockers, right? High IQ move. They realize the setter's front row, get a little double team on someone who's been problematic for everybody in the tournament, and that was the result.
Got a fanboy a little bit. As I see Aliki Robbins over there. Coach Aliki got a little fanboy over here.
Yep, 100%.
Robbins family, one of the great legacies in Hawaii volleyball.
Everywhere I go, I get food, man.
Elite coaching with
and I
808.
I had the nerve to buy this from the machine, man. I'm throwing this out, dude. Sorry, go ahead, Coach. You saying?
No, but it is true. The tradition of food all the way around in Hawaii. We're just talking to the director of Houston Stars who's out here, and he was just talking about how amazing the food has been in the couple of nights they've been here eating. And it is Hawaii takes its food very seriously, and again, it's a little bit of different palate. A little Pacific Rim, you're getting a lot of influence from Asian countries, and tasty. But yeah, like I was saying, Elite Robbins, the Robbins family, I got to play and learn a lot from Duke Robbins and Sean Robbins. And when I was a freshman here, and they were moving into their junior, senior years, and then later the middle brother. Oh, you always know when Billy V is arrived, huh? Man knows how to make an entrance. But yeah, then their younger brother Fred, who was a standout at UCLA, he used to come into our gym and practice with the UH1s when he was 14 years old.
Wow.
And I remember the first day he stepped on the court, 14 years old, kid must have been like 6'4", maybe $125. You got to be kidding me, right? Unloaded the first ball, that ball he dug straight up. I went, oh.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can stay.
I guess that answers that. What a tradition of volleyball, the Robbins family. Good to see
All right.
them here.
So as we begin this game, we'll call this first play. That's between position 1 and 6, and I like the set, but he's got to be ready for that.
Oh, Wilcox took such a great look at that defense before he set the ball, and hitters got to do a little better with that one. Yeah.
Will they go back to Camden? No, but Camden's going to jump in front of someone and take it.
Nice move by the lib.
That's what liberos do. And there's the set location I'm talking about. That one gets blocked again, unfortunately, and he gave it the chop at the end for third contact. So Coach Jason, let's get a Coach J.O.'s 1 or 2 pointers of what Kuhikahi has to do to make some adjustments and come back in this game.
It sounds strange because they obviously have played with him all year, but they got to do a better job of being ready for Wilcox. He is distributing the ball really well, and I think he's difficult to read for his own attackers, and the solution to that is get outside and be ready. Expect the ball.
I agree. He's once again, he's definitely presenting himself to the hitter. He's definitely putting himself in a position where only the hitter can touch it.
Yeah.
And just add water. I think that's a very, very on point, spot on analysis.
Yeah, and I like this matchup for Kuikai. Schumann in the middle against Pruitt. I think they can see a little more success there than trying to test Chung. I think Schumann started winning that battle towards the end of the first game, and he's winning the battle now. Start of the second.
Very good. We have a tie game, second set. I'd also like to see a little better job on coverage. When you think of covering for the block, you always think of the libero. But I'd like to see everyone who's not involved in the play covering at the scene of the crime, because
100%.
Kaimana is a very good blocking team. A very good.
Ferreira just absolutely unloads. Wow. There's a line shot. Goes right back to it. Like to see that.
Very good.
Rips one down the line, gets dug, comes right back to it. Says, how about that one?
And that's Torren again on the crossbody line. Torren Ferreira. Wow, that ball goes backwards and he still has stadium room.
Off the ceiling, toughness.
The ceiling makes amateurs of us all, doesn't it? Let the drama begin.
I know we're getting all the help with the Hawaiian and Samoan names, but you can help us with the Spanish ones too, folks, on the chat.
Absolutely.
Ferreira, I think.
Well,
I
started saying Ferreira like the Brazilians do, but
right.
If he's not, it's Ferreira, right?
Ferreira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no H in Ferreira. Unless you're in Brazil. You have to show respect. Look, we got
early in the game, but big serve here.
Yeah, it dictates. There's no momentum for either team, so waiting for someone to take charge here, right? That serve goes into the tape, and we have a 5-3. I'm going to correct that. Kuhikahi leading by 2 in the set, trailing 0-1 in the match. For those of you that just joined us, thank you for having us. I'm actually going to make that adjustment. There it is. Now everybody knows. Good.
That was a great pass there by the lib. Maneja, looks like. Nice hand pass there.
Jump serve coming by Pruitt. Pruitt likes to go Tanaka's left shoulder, and
Take
he
something
does.
off. Very nice.
Wow.
Took something off of that one.
Man, did you call
Great
it?
set.
Oh, man. He takes one to the grill, but you know what? If he kept his chin up, I think trajectory-wise, they might have had a shot at it.
I tell you what I liked about that one. Chen came under the net to say, I'm sorry, like you do in college. Kuokai said, get out of here. Go back to your side.
Yeah, exactly. Go deliver someone's baby, doctor.
I love it. It's getting heated up in here. We don't need your apology.
And again, see the strategic fight by Pruitt?
Oh, beautiful set.
Yeah. And the thing I like about the set is it's fast enough to leave the block, and at the same time has this hang time and waits for the hitter to get there.
Well, the way he's rotating into that set makes it very tricky to read whether he's going front or back.
Agreed.
Very well trained.
Yeah, the guy, just give the poor guy a decent pass, and you can do work a little magic for yours. Now the score 6 up.
Just a little rotation in those shoulders. He's creating the energy and the deception all at once. Really beautiful to watch, Lucas.
So for those of you that just joined us, I'm joined with Jason Olive. I'm Jason DeBeers. It's a Jason and Jason podcast broadcast. Wow, and he thought he had that one. He was going to do a walk away on that. and that's it. Wow.
Nice block. Well,
and Torren on cross court on the swing. There's the one ball. Jackknife.
Chung, beautiful set. Nice ball control to set it up. Yeah. You know, if you don't give Kaimana something to think about, they're going to run Chiang at you all night. He's a lot to deal with.
Number 9.
I'd like to see him go 3 big out of the back row to Hanakati. That would be nice to see. Haven't seen it yet.
Right. Now, I actually like that, but again, the challenge is always accuracy versus deception. And you always think of something magical before he sets it. And sometimes you just got to go basic. Nothing wrong with giving your hitter a ball he can hit. You know, not saying that he's not doing that. He is doing that. Ball outside the antenna, one way to go. And again, stunt double dig by the setter. On the attack. Oh, man.
They have got to start committing on Chung. He is eating them up.
Yeah, and Torin, man, just shaking his head because there was a ball that went straight to him, and he's like, man, those are the plays we need to have. But then again, right? Sometimes a kill is a kill, right? Outside set.
It's a lot of heat on that
Yeah,
ball.
absolutely. Outside set, go ball, and leaning into the well. One time too many, and he wants a touch.
I looked into the antenna to me.
Yeah.
Kind of let that one slide to his left hand. Good thought.
Wilcox said, try to make me go to rehab. He said, no, no, no. No touch on that one. Going back outside, up and
Go
down
right back
sets,
to
and
him.
yeah, not much of a choice there. And on his third attempt, gets blocked
by
again.
Schumann taking care of business.
And this time, a little bit of a staring contest on the coverage. And
Yeah, well, Kaimana is a passionate team, and their matches tend to get heated. It's fun to watch. Casamina back to serve. He's done a great job in the lib jersey for Kaimana.
he really has. Fearless, always stepping up there. And there's the set I'd like. That's that four ball I like.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's not only what you see, but what you don't see. And what we don't see is a lot of these hitters challenging that left side of the court with Kuakai because so many of those balls are coming up.
Yep. Camden to serve again.
Casamina doing a great job.
Another serve point opportunity and teardrop. That ball hits.
Nice play.
Wow,
by
it does
Wilcox.
not hit the ground. They're going to go outside. You almost saw that coming in number 10. I'd like to say he wasn't ready, but Jonah, it was as far to the pin as he could go.
Yeah.
That set got away. But someone like you always want to start more outside. You never saw a set you didn't like.
Oh, I saw lots I didn't like. Trust me.
Oh well, it's a middle,
but,
right?
But
Yeah.
what are you gonna But what are you gonna do? You're gonna cry or go get a trophy. I mean, you have two choices.
Cry or trophy? Trophy. This is actually a fantastic finals, by the way. It has everything a growing boy needs, right? Dynamic hitting, power serving, terrific high IQ blocking, and not to mention just highlighting our new favorite player, the setter, Wilcox. Someone to cheer
high
for.
IQ. He's been fun to watch.
And as a complete position setter, he's actually a pretty good block too. No, that one stuck up his left, dropped his right.
Well,
He said, "You're not
I
using me."
mean, if you look at the series of plays, the pancake dig to save the points, force the timeout, then comes back, smart block.
There's position one. Good serve by Kaimana. And while the libero is everywhere, but he can't be everywhere. I'd like to see some coverage from that person running the bick. The back real quick, your approach turns into cover.
Correct. Approach to cover.
Yep. Yeah.
Sometimes young players, they hit that off switch, right?
Right, yeah.
Right?
Just
They,
always find a way to be involved.
Yeah,
Yep.
they hit the off switch while the ball's still in the air.
Brett Maruta the serve. Taking his time with very shallow serve receive. I expect him to go, 6-1. A little bit of a back
Opportunity
slap.
here for Kaimana.
Wow, and good things happen when you swing. And number 10, makeup shot for the ball outside the pin. That's Jonah Guerrero. Then they close the lead within 2.
Guerrero was really solid, really an emotional catalyst for them coming through in the semifinals.
There's quite the crowd here gathering around, both women's and boys and girls, to see this feature finals here in the Hawaiian Convention
Great
Center.
serve. That ball was going to hit that back line. Great serve.
That was. They go back to Jonah, and Jonah gets dug.
Great.
Outside, Tanaka. Man, that just wrist integrity that gives him the high line shot he wants. Combined with a good set location, all the makings of a good play.
Great dig there. Beautiful, beautiful style on that.
Actually, that was Tanaka. That was number 8. Edward.
Oh, was that number 8 with the
Yep.
dig there?
Yeah, Fierda's playing middle back right now, I think. And there's the serve that goes in the bottom of the tape. And I know not all serves are alike. When you're jump serving, sometimes it gets away.
Well, you got to, if you're not going to go for it on a jump serve, don't hit it.
Agreed.
You can pull the string on it, sure, but you're either pull the string on it or go for it. But don't hit a jump serve scared. Put a smile on your face and go to town.
That's right. It's all the ingredients of a. There's that set we're looking for.
Really nice height on that ball.
Yeah. Good OT swing, and escorting that ball out of bounds is our new favorite libero. That's number 7, Camden. Kenichiro Takuchi. The service line, number 8.
Takushi has nice size,
Yeah.
For a libero, he's strong. I like to see that in a lib. There he goes again.
Man, just
great
reflexes.
reflexes. Yeah, that was great. Kick save.
Wow. Enough line to kick a field goal through.
Yasso.
Or should I say the extra point is good.
Kellen Yasso has a nice swing.
Now, as far as levels are concerned, this is a juniors game. I get that. You just don't see a lot of open line in a real men's game. That was academic for our lefty. Who I believe is got another one at the service line. It's a toss he wants.
Oh, wow. Cracker.
Yeah, great left-hander's cut on that.
Good swing. Way to go, boy.
Yes, and man, his team's pumping him up for that. That's Torrin Ferreira. Nice. 24 to serve. Cool eye, Schumann.
Love points like that. Great volleyball on both sides, but someone's got to win the point.
No doubt. Schumann serves 6, gets dug, and man, nice hot read on that double block.
Really was.
Oh, the ref swallowed his whistle on that, but all's well that ends okay. They get that point, and now it's 16-13. The lead is extended to 3.
We in space 3. Parking space 3.
Wow, man. Did you see the elevator up on that block, man?
I did. Woo. He went in as Clark Kent, went into the phone booth as Clark Kent, and came out a clown.
Jeez. That's the phone booth where you have dollar bills and you need coins.
I had to pull that one out. That one was a deep one. That was one that the great Coach Crab taught me in freshman year. Had a lot to learn, and we're standing there and watching the A's and B's go at it. Right, I'm standing there watching the A's and B's go at it. So I must have been C's, right? And I'm standing next to Coach Crab. Guy goes up, gets put in the phone booth. Coach Crab goes, Joel, you ever watch Superman? I said, like the show, like the movie? He goes, yeah. He goes, you ever seen Superman go in the phone, Clark Kent go in the phone booth? I go, yeah. You ever seen him come out a clown like that?
A crab with the wisdom. Coach Crab with the wisdom, man.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. And someone on the other side of Coach Team Kaimana Black, head coach Chad Gleason is probably telling himself, good timeout. Much needed. All the momentum. Wind at their back like
it's
Superman.
A big brain trust on that Kaimana bench with Kaimana bench with Coach Chad.
I love that set location.
And Louie. I mean, my gosh.
Oh, Louie? Yep. Number 11 to serve. That's Katie Kakoa. Good
We're all
jump
looking
floater.
to see if Louie will be playing in this next Olympics. Maybe it'll be one more turn, but we expect to see him eventually.
They're in row 3 right now, and Lefty wanted nothing to do with a hard driven after that block. And speaking of swings, wow.
Great.
Wasn't sure on whose side of the net that landed, but good things happen when you swing, and now the lead is 5.
Good hit by Ruiz, but I'm telling you, the way that Wilcox takes that peek at the defense, it just freezes you as a blocker and a defender. You just don't know what he's going to do with the ball. Special.
Chung again.
Wow,
just
Chung. Jeez.
having a feast.
That was Cameron Chung on number 3 on the swing. Speaking of good set locations, putting that ball at a very high place where only Chung can reach it, not the blocker. Very, very important in a high level, high octane, high jumping match like this. 19, they're trailing by 4.
And I like the job that Brandon Maneja, the lib for Kaimana, does in between whistles, gathering his team, giving the good information, keeping spirits up. Doing a really good job with that.
Turn the serve. That's a great location 5 serve. Little ISO play, if you will, creating the free ball and the payoff. And the setter's like, can I get on some of this action? And his team runs up to him and screams, no! Why bring a 22 when you have AT4 cannons?
I think the coach just told him, Wilcox, you're a great setter.
Yeah. He's like, you mean like that, coach?
Yeah.
Outside set transition,
Oh,
there's
nice
blocked.
block. There you
Going
go.
right back to him, and
Oh,
man, just sealing it off.
Love to see Wilcox make up for the last play, right? Don't hang your head when you err. Go win the next point. That's what he did there. 2 nice touches on the block there.
Okay, Camden a serve. There's that location 1 for row 1, and oh, that's actually row 6. Front row setter took that on 2, got dug. Another outside set, practical set. I didn't like the flick though.
No, be talking a lot about Wilcox, but Jesse Tuipulotu, yeah. David Dunn.
Right.
I'm going to say David Dunn.
Oh, Jesse. That's what I call him.
You
Number
go.
11.
You stick with Jesse?
Yeah, Jesse in the front row there in row 5. He's front middle right
He's
now.
been doing a fantastic job.
He has, and
He gets up a little bit bigger on the block than Wilcox, a little longer.
a little bit of chat across the net, and I think the referee is watching it and just telling everybody, he might tell everybody to chill out.
Getting into Kuika'i's head a little bit. They're starting to react to it.
Maybe that works against him. Maybe that wakes up a sleeping tiger. I mean, some of the teams I played with, that's like giving Popeye spinach, you know? And there's some teams, you know, if you chat with them, your team gets 8s the next play. Okay, you're like, okay, I'm not on that kind of team that can handle that.
You never know.
Yeah. It's about knowing your team, right? So we'll go over that in a minute as we got a little bit of action here. And that ball rules never over, and I believe the lead is close to 4. I'm going to double check that scores table for me, or the book. Oh, no, it's 5. Okay. I always say the book is right. Sometimes I see the scoreboard over there. Zone 1. Outside set. And
Ooh, that set did not look good.
And again, that's the drawback. Sometimes you should never sacrifice accuracy for deception. And I mean, being just deceptive is fun, I guess, in terms of when you're in system. Sometimes just knowing, oh, wow, that ball just out of bounds. And
just out of bounds.
Set point opportunity number 2. Number 8 back to serve. Kekiliohu. Hanakahi to serve. Now he has a chance to back up that stare down. There's a set that number 11, got to tell you, Jake, Caden, Kakoa loves that turn, loves that line turn, loves that split seam, and he got what he wanted to secure the first set. So, Jay, we're going to talk a little bit about chatter across the net. So sometimes, speaking from my own experience, sometimes I'm on a team full of rough riders, full of dogs, that if someone chats across the net, they have my back, right? And then I'm on some teams where maybe I'm chatting with the ref or maybe I'm chatting with the players, and the next play we get aced, right? And it took the maturity to realize, okay, that's not. If I'm on that team, I don't say anything back.
Yeah.
Right. But if I'm on that other team, Like, because I'm an interchangeable. I'm speaking personally. I'm an
Right.
interchangeable. I can go both ways.
Yeah.
But do you agree? Sometimes you got Rough Riders that invite that, and sometimes that might throw your team off.
Yeah, and sometimes, like you said before, you're going to awake a sleeping giant. It's just more things that can go against you that can go for you when you start speaking through the net.
Right.
Right, turning around and giving the fire to your team is always the better way to go, because you, especially if you have a team down, you never want to give them anything to rally off of.
Right. And also, as far as sustainability is concerned, like, there's very few animals in this sport that can sustain that high level of energy from bell to bell, right? I think of Fallon Moana, who's on the beat scene. She is one person. She's loud. She's like, let's go, this and that, from the beginning serve all the way to the end. And I guess for someone like that, we need to take her to the lab and examine her and like dissect that animal and figure out how that works. Because, us coaches, we always say big waves crash, small waves take us from peer to peer, right?
Another player that's was in the gym in diapers with that family, right? Another great volleyball family. Hanoi Moanas. I mean, the name speaks for itself in this game.
Paid by the
she
vowel.
was born and raised with it.
Yep. Former indoor player at USC, of course, big standout for their indoor team, and hitting the beat scene. And you know what? Has had up and down success, but sometimes that's measured by who your partner is. I've rarely seen Fallon in a tournament with a partner that's better than her. Now I know that's a short list. I get that, but I would for once like to see someone that's on an equal scale as her. With Alexa Strange being the best partner she's had, her USC partner.
Interesting observation.
Yeah, sometimes you're just good and you can play with anyone, right? And sometimes it would just be nice to have someone. Yeah. I mean, grass court is not relevant out here, but I played with an old friend, Eugene Escoboza. That's a guy who can help pay for your summer school. Once again, for those of you that just joined us, Jason DeBeas, Jason Aller, we're back here for the decisive third set. Man, in a blink of an eye, we're in the third set, and that's a great serve.
I like starting with Wilcox on the service line.
Nice. There's the look away and free ball, stuntman style.
Beautiful save there by Kikoa.
Good touch block. Played like a de facto free ball.
Oh, my. Great set.
It really was. And they're going back to him. And, man, there he goes, Tanaka Edward. Again, loves that inseam, loves that line over, man. Just great extension, good high reach.
Kaneshiro Takeuchi, I love that set there. Really, I thought he was going to the right side and kind of just nice little pivot in the air, set back to the left side.
We're in row one right now for Kaimana, and wow, another good dig. Outside Tanaka. That ball's out of bounds. It's a tie score. Jason, if you ever did a pull chart where you write on a piece of paper directional arrows where the hitters go, you're going to see middle, line over middle, line for Tanaka. A lot of activity. Very rare shots on position 4 and 5.
Yeah, they had a real opportunity here. There with a great dig.
Yep. Kikihio
by Kaneshiro Takeuchi. A couple times we've said his name already in this match, and oftentimes game threes it does come down to lip play. Who's keeping the ball off the ground?
Kikiliohu to serve. Hanakahi. Oh, there's the pass if you ever needed one. And there he is. And very interested in seeing if Kaimana is going to make some adjustments on that. How can I say that hitting pull chart? At this point, it's set 3. Either you can do it or you can't. Number 8 to serve. Tanaka's back, and back in the front row is Ferreira.
Ferreira Young's had a good match.
There's the outside set. Wow, and oh man, not exactly the kick that would make Pele proud, but at least he got a
great
touch.
Swing by Phillips, but I'm going to credit the setter there.
Let's just call him
Tui Pilotu David.
You mean Jesse?
Nice pace on the ball, Mr. Jesse. Jesse Senior. Nice pace on the ball there, pushed all the way out to the pin, opened up his hitter.
There's a back set, clean back set, line wide open, and everybody trying to put their good foot forward, but
Nice jam.
everyone who's tried to put their good foot forward has suffered the agony of defeat.
Nice jam there by Kicker.
Absolutely. Schumann to serve. Schumann goes position 5. Okay pass. Back set. And man, the swing block on Ferreira went right by him, Coach.
Tyler Thornton, we haven't called that name very much. Beautiful swing there.
Right? So true.
Big, long swing there.
Yep. Oh, not to mention, he's got a pretty good jump serve. So next up in the rotation to serve is Thornton. He's got a little right-hander's cut that likes to start at 5 and finish more towards 6. That one was a straight up. Ferreira going for the split this time into the tape. Do you know what I love about this match? I have no idea. Predictive validity. Like, we don't predict matches, we call them. I get that.
This is the kind of game 3 you want to see. This one's going to be a dogfight.
I like Thornton again. Oh, this time into the tape.
I was going to say I like Tuipulotu David and on the block on the right side. It's not often you love a 2-hitter rotation, but when you have a block like his, it can work to your advantage.
Not to mention he has a pretty good on-2 game for the dump. He seems ambidextrous in that regard. Something else we've not seen this game.
Great set there. Great set there to the D.
You called it. Thornton has been pretty quiet this game.
We haven't seen a lot of him. Where's he been?
Time to wake him up.
Yeah.
Team Kaimana.
Can't hit it if you don't get it to him.
Call out your boy. It's number 77. Phillips to serve. Phillips this time goes into the tape. And
that's a rough one.
Yeah.
Coach Chad off the bench right away on that one. Oh, boy, that's going to heat him up a little bit.
And I'm glad he said it for me because I was just going to say that drives coaches, and we both are. It drives us nuts. Back set. Oh, there's the turn he's looking for instead of trying to power through the block.
Chung is super savvy. Savvy. You've got to try to serve hard enough to keep them out of system.
1 point lead. This could go 6-6, 7-7 all the way to the end.
It's going to be a good one.
Reminding everybody watching, this is a 15. Both teams still have both timeouts. Oh, 2 timeouts, excuse me.
Nice pass.
It's go ball, kind of a virtual go ball, if you will, and Tanaka responds accordingly. Okay, Caden at the service line. No, sorry, that's number 7, Camden. Kinoshiro Taguchi. Wow. There was like a 3-man receive on that, one behind the other.
Sure was.
Goes outside. He's got to make sure he gets outside.
Oh, the hitter just didn't quite work hard enough.
Oh, what a block. They're going to the lefty on this one. Better believe it. Oh, and just a total miss.
Really got away with that one there because Kuokai's outside hitter did not give his team an offensive option there. You got to get outside earlier. Got stuck watching.
Camden again on the serve, and here's the on-2, but covered well and position. You know, if you're going to go on-2, man, it's got to really hit that donut accurately, and that ball is out of bounds, 7-7. And not to mention, why not go back to D-zone? Thornton just looked like a thumper out there. Yeah,
swing is looking good. I'd get the ball. This is a good offensive rotation right now for Kaimana.
A little low on that pass, but you have a setter that gets lower with it. Not too much of a problem, but that's a block.
Pruitt has a good, quick jump. Gets up.
Yep. Another guy takes his time, has a couple of bounces.
Very big rotation for Kaimana. Got to keep the serve in, which they do.
Staying on the ground now.
Yeah.
Wilcox. That time I think he was just trying to deliver something
out.
I
tell you, Kaimana is right where they want to be with this rotation. It's important that the server recognizes this, keeps the ball in play, lets his block go to work. It's good blocking, but even better offensive rotation. Kuikahi needs to get out of this.
Kellen, yes. I think number 11 realizes that too. Jesse's like, I got your favorite kind of serve, the one that's in.
Yeah.
And as timeout is called, they're hoping that their favorite serve is the one after the timeout.
Yeah, that's a good timeout. Kuikai is stuck a little bit right now against a very good rotation for Kaimana.
See Los Angeles Volleyball Club warming up on the sideline.
They've been doing good. The 13s are playing up at 14s in this tournament and undefeated so far. They're playing some really good volleyball, which is, it's nice for us to see for them to represent here in the Islands in their first time with the amount and the quality of eyes that are on these teams in this room right here. It's pretty intense. A lot of legends in this room right now.
We're getting photobombed by LA Volleyball Club.
bunch of shenanigans.
Yeah.
Good spirit on that team. Good spirit on those girls. Akata keeps the serve in. It's going to be a tough block here.
And I don't like the low pass on service lead. You got to give your setter his peripheral back. There's the stuff going back out. And, man, does he have that kid keeps his boldness on that line, huh?
Yeah, he likes to let that slide across his body a little bit and gives himself more of a kind of straight down the body line swing as a lefty.
Tuipulotu Davison serves. And again, oh, wow, there's the power dink. And you know the referee's going to forgive some of that as long as he doesn't redirect, right?
Well, that was well done. They needed to get out of that rotation. They finally did.
I personally would have liked to see the pass a little bit higher for the setter. He's taking away his peripherals. He's turning his back to the net instead of squaring.
Kaimana still in good position.
Yeah.
They finally managed to get Hanakai out of the front row. That's going to be good for Kuakai. See if they can go on a little run here.
Timeout is called. Wow. Pulling the chain early. I said one on the last broadcast when your partner joined me, the gentleman that you
Josh.
Yeah, Josh is she's fantastic
from Utah.
by the way.
Great director, great tournament runner out there in Utah.
We had a great conversation about timeouts, and one of us said, I've never regretted calling one too early, but I've always regretted calling them too late.
100%.
Having a good time, Coach?
It's just fantastic. I love seeing the level of volleyball, and it's just great. We've seen some developmental teams, seen some high-level teams, a little bit of everything.
Thanks to you and a handful of other people that just allowed
incredible partners here in the Aloha region. They really know how to throw a party, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Beautiful volley party.
Kikili out.
Good serve out of the timeout.
Wow, that time. That was interesting. Number 11, that's the Oppo on the left side. They're in row one, so the opposite. Caden Kakoa lines up, and they might have someone come in just rotation to hit a ball. Just one rotation, and pretty smart move. That's number 31 in. Karch Chotapua. Taking something off of that. I like that. There's the back set.
Great set.
Oh, man, what a rocket by Tanaka.
Absolutely unloaded on that.
Edward Tanaka. I believe we have 9-13. Coach is in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
There's an overpass.
Oh,
no.
My God, he really needed that.
The whiff, and somewhere in California shaking his head is the other Karch saying, "You have got to be kidding me." Match point, opportunity number one. Coming in to serve. I'm betting it's going to be Jonah Guerrero. And it is. That's him.
That one just looked a little too tasty for Karch Chotapua. He really wanted all of that one. Just got a little too excited.
I think he forearmed it. Wow. And this
huge.
coach told him, let her rip, and he does with an ace for the match. Championship point.
And to their credit, Kaimana still talking.
How much do you want to bet that the coach said it's 14-9? I don't care where it goes. Just take an honest rip out of it.
That's a great way to end it.
That team is going to the parade. They'll be on the trolley in the parade tomorrow, in the Pan Pacific Parade, and they also just scored themselves a free set of jerseys next year by Smack Apparel.
Oh my goodness!
Great
Can I come?
created by Bill Sigler and
So shake hands. I
a
gotta
whole
zoom in.
bunch of other prizes. It's great.
Let's get a zoom in on these guys. There they are.
That's the way to end it. Love to see him go for that at match point.
There's your coach. This is Coach Frenchie.
Louis. Hawaii, University of Hawaii Brain Trust over there. Well, Coach, it seems like I got a trophy to go present.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me with
Send
you.
your guy up
I'll
here for
stop,
the,
I'll stop back by. It looks like I don't know if this is going to be a semifinal or final coming up. It looks like
right.
our 13's made it, huh?
And it looks like we got LAVBC, a little home love. I'll do the
Yeah.
best I can to not be a homer
Yeah.
calling this match.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, so guys, thank Jason Alla
We'll be
for
back.
joining me for this broadcast. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
See you
but
guys.
for now, we're out. See you later, kiddo. Presenting the awards.